So So here normal forms. Okay, so what all things we'll start it study here is what is normalization we'll study. Okay, so then what is the practical use of normal forms? Okay, some definitions. Okay, there is primary key or super key. Okay, some definitions we'll study it. Then normal forms we'll study it. First normal form, second, third, and one example we will take it for all these things. Okay, so here that is what is normalization. Okay, so here this is a process of decomposition. Okay, so unsatisfactory or bad, okay, relation by breaking up their attributes into smaller relations. Okay, so here suppose consider as I have a one relation schema. Okay, so all attributes, all the things I listed in one table only, consider it. So entire my database related things I kept in one table only. Okay, so after that I will start decomposing into different tables. Okay, so whatever attributes are related to each other, that I will keep it in separate table. Okay, so then if any unwanted thing is there, that I will keep on removing it. Okay, so this process is called as a normalization. Okay, consider say so in a relation schema there is nothing but entire database. Okay, so one by one I'm trying to group it. Okay, then unwanted things are related to each other, okay, so or whichever are is nothing but here condition using keys and FDs. Okay, this functional dependencies of a relation to certify whether a relation schema is in a particular normal form. Okay, so here, so whatever process we told here normalization, so we will say as a, it's there in some normal form, there is some standard. Okay, it's there in some standard or not. Okay, so for that what we are doing is we are taking as a key and functional dependencies. Depending on those things we are saying is a, is it there in some normal form or not. Okay, so for that purpose, okay, so whatever we are going to say, that one, let's say, is it there in some normal form or not. Okay, so to say that one, we have as a something normal. To say that we will use the keys and FDs. Okay, so depending on that we'll say as a, is it there in particular one particular standard or not. Okay, so those are nothing but normal forms. Okay, so it is there in some particular standard. Okay, so there is a normal form number one. Okay, so it's there in above that. Okay, so normal form two, so like that, NF2, NF3, like that will be there. Okay, so you will be having the, normally you will be having the 2NF, 3NF, BCNF. These all are based on the keys and FDs only. Okay, then 4NF is there. It is based on keys. Along with that, it will depends on multi-value dependencies. Okay, and 5NF, it's based on key. Along with that, joint dependencies. Okay, so these all things also will study it. Okay, some other additional properties are there. That is lossless join. Okay, so dependency preservation. Okay, so those all things we have to do it. So so what is the use of normal form is, or doing normalization is, so practically so resulting whatever design will do it, that will be high quality and meet the desirable properties. Okay, so it's something but in database you will keep the whatever things are related, and it should be a faster one to execute it also. Okay, the practical utility of these normal forms becomes questionable when the constraint on which they are based on hard to understand or to detect. Okay, so then the database designers need not normalize to the highest possible normal form. Okay, so whoever is designing, they have to follow the normalization. Okay, they have to do the some normal forms. Okay, so it need not be in 3NF or BCNF or 4NF. Okay, so depending on some level they can stop it. It may be in 1NF also, in 2NF also. Okay, so in general normally designers will go for a 3NF or BCNF only. Okay, so need not be, it may be in 3NF or BCNF or 4NF. This we're not saying that it's a too good database design if you're there in 4NF or 5NF. Okay, so those things are not required. So whichever is comfortable, okay, so it's satisfying all the constraints whatever your databases you are using, so you can stop it. Okay, normally 3NF or BCNF normal designers will stop it. Okay, reverse process of doing this one is denormalization. Okay, so whatever you have the small tables merging together and forming a base relation. Okay, that is a one larger database whatever you have, so all the attributes are written in one table only, so that is a base relation. So in the forming this one is nothing but denormalization. Okay, then we'll study about the keys. Okay, so some definitions. So here super key. Okay, so super key is a relation schema R. Okay, in a relation schema, so R. So here a1 a2 like that up to an, so this entire attributes together is a set of attributes S, subset of R. So in R we have a to an, so in that subset S of R, we are saying as a proper, this is a super key. Okay, yes is nothing but here we are saying is we have a relation schema that is R a1 to an, so in that subset that is S. Okay, so it is called as a super key if that is no two tuples t1 and t2 in a legal relation state R of R will have t1 equal to t2, means two tuples should not have the same values for the super key. Okay, so that we'll call it as a super key. If something as a this set of subset whatever we have, so for this no two tuples have same values. Okay, that we'll call it as a super key. It's indirectly, suppose if I have a set of attributes from this set, can I derive that entire tuple individually? Okay, if yes, then we're saying as it's a super key. Okay, that set of attributes together we're saying as a super key. If not, it's not a super key. And if it is a super key means same values, if I given, okay, there should not be two tuples have the same values. Okay, so same set of values if I given, okay, yes, there not should not be two different tuples should be there. Okay, so an example we'll take it. So here, suppose now you're okay, so here suppose I have as a some database. So in this consider as a yeah, I have as a name. Okay, uh, then Aadhaar card number. Okay, Aadhaar card number. Okay, then phone number. Okay, voter ID. Okay, so I will write this much only. Okay, so voter ID, then address, city, like this. Some different attributes are there. Okay, so suppose if I took only Aadhaar card number, comma, then phone number. If I took it, then voter ID also. If I took it, can I derive this by these three things? Can I derive remaining all things also? That's for example, in which state he is there. Okay, country. Okay, then permanent address, corresponding address, here it is written. Okay, so these all things are written. Okay, so one person related information, all things are written here. Okay, so suppose if I given as a Aadhaar card number, phone number and voter ID, can I derive remaining attributes? If yes, so this is my super key. Okay, so along with this one, okay, so here this is my super key, that is Aadhaar card also is there, so phone number is there, voter ID is there. Along with this one, if I given name also, okay, so suppose if I given along with this one, that candidate name if I given, so can I derive entire tuple? Yes or no? Okay, so if I am able to derive it, this is a super key. Okay, so if already from Aadhaar card, voter ID and phone number, I can derive the entire table, so entire row. Okay, individually. So now if I given name also, then also I can derive it. So this is also a super key only. Okay, so set of attributes from which can I derive a tuple individually? That is called as a super key. Okay, set of attributes. Okay, so here if I given as a only name, can I derive the tuple or a row individually? No. Okay, so this is not a super key. So here this is a super key. So like this, how many super keys will be there in your table? It is left n number of super keys you can have it. Okay, so here I'm listing as a, this is a super key 1. Okay, like this, suppose I can have a super key 2, that is okay. So here only I can write Aadhaar card number. Okay, so Aadhaar number, if I have the suppose Aadhaar number, okay, this is unique value. Aadhaar number has a unique value. So if I give an Aadhaar number, can I get his phone number? Yes. Okay, if I give an Aadhaar number, can I get his name? Can I get his voter ID? So all those things, if I can get it, it means this is also super key. Okay, so these two are the super keys. Like that you can have n number of super keys. Okay, so if I was a only address, okay, so like I told as a here maybe permanent address, state, like that some informations may be there. Okay, so suppose I have as a only state name. Okay, so can I get the entire that tuple individually? No. So this is not a super key. Okay, so whichever attributes or set of attributes together I can get the a row individually, I will say as a this is a super key. Okay, and next one is key. Okay, so here this is a super key. Now key, so that is minimal set of this super key, we'll call it as a key. Okay, so that is if I removed any of this one, then also this super key holds good, means this is not a key. Okay, this is not a key. So for example here only, so whatever we took it, super key 1 and super key 2. So here if I remove this name, can I get the row individually? Yes. So this sk1 is not a key. Okay, so if I remove voter id, so can I get the row individually? Yes. Aadhaar card number and phone number also, if I given, I can get the row individually. So this is not a super key. So if I remove this one phone number, can I get the row individually? Yes. So this is also not a super key. So remaining two attributes together, so only Aadhaar card is left. Okay, so now this is a minimal set. Okay, so it's a minimal set. So from this, can I derive the can I get the tuples individually? Yes. So this is my key. Okay. So, okay, so normally whatever we had, for example, so key is nothing but okay. So here is a key is also a super key with additional property. There is some additional property. Okay, that is removal of any attribute from k. Okay, so will cause k not to be a super key anymore. Okay, so just reverse way whatever I told is suppose here, mm, so we had as a Aadhaar card. Okay, Aadhaar number, then name. Okay, then state. Okay, so removal of any of attribute from here. Okay, so still uh, if we get the tuple individually, means there is a, after removing whatever will be there, there is a key. Okay, so suppose here if I removed this one, okay, Aadhaar card only if I removed here. Okay, so can I get from the name and state, can I get the tuple individually? No. So after removing this one, is it a super key? No, actually. Okay, so this is not a key also. Okay, so here if I remove the name, okay, so Aadhaar card is there, okay, Aadhaar card number and state is there. So can I get the tuple individually? Yes. Okay, so this is still, is it a minimal one? No. Okay, so can I remove the state? If yes, then can I get the tuple individually? Then this is a key. Okay, so same thing here, instead of Aadhaar you can have as a phone also, phone number also. Okay, so like that you can have the voter ID also. Okay, so these things, by these things you can identify the tuples individually. So this is called as a, all these three things, that is Aadhaar card number, phone number and voter id, these are the minimal set of our super keys. Okay, like that we told super keys, maybe n number of super keys will be there. Okay, so in that, so only Aadhaar card number, if I took it as this is a minimal key. Okay, so this is a key. Okay, then phone number, this is also a key. Then voter id, this is also a key. So like this, we may have some m number of keys. Okay, so that is something, but you will be having the some set. So this set will say as a r. Okay, so whatever we have attributes for that will say as a, you will be having the r set. So subset of this one is your super key. Okay, so subset of this one is super key will be there. So subset of super key will be the key. Okay, so you will be having the minimal of super keys, you will be having the keys. Okay, so now what we'll do is, whatever keys we have, these all keys we'll call it as a candidate keys. Okay, so this next thing is nothing but we're seeing as a, so whatever is there as candidate. If a relation schema has more than one key, okay, if so each key we'll call it as a candidate key. Okay, if we have only one key inside this relation schema, normally we'll call it as it's a candidate key only. Okay, so this is only key also, this is only candidate key also. Okay, if more than one are there means we, each one will call it as a candidate key. Okay, so this is nothing but ck. Normally I will say that it's instead of key, I will say that this one is a ck. Okay, candidate key. So subset of super key is candidate key. Okay, among these, one randomly will choose it, that is a primary key. Okay, so first r is nothing but all the attributes in our relation schema. Okay, all the attributes. So among them, some set of attributes together, I can derive the a tuple individually, that is a super key. So among this minimal set of attributes in a super key, will take it. Okay, so that will form a key. Okay, so if more number of keys are there, more than one number of keys are there, so each one will call as a candidate key. Okay, so this is a candidate key, so a subset of sk will become as a candidate key. So among these, if more than one number of keys are there, that's why we're saying that among this one will choose it. Whatever one will choose it, that is a primary key. Okay, so this is a primary key. So here primary key, it can have one attribute or more than one attribute. Okay, so like say maybe consider say two attributes are there. Okay, so here these two attributes a1 and a2. So here whatever r we are saying it here, suppose this one r1 to maybe r, sorry, a1 to an. Okay, so that is attribute 1 to n number of attributes are there. So while coming here pk, maybe it will be in decreasing order, one or two attributes will go it. So consider now, as of now, in pk, that is primary key, you will be having the two attributes. Consider as you have the two attributes. So these two attributes will say as these are the prime attributes. Okay, attributes which are the part of your primary key. Okay, normally we'll say as a prime attributes or some key also. Okay, so one second. So in this one, so attributes which are the part of your candidate key or primary key. Normally if you are considering the candidate key, it will consider as a primary key also. Okay, so attributes which are the part of your candidate key, we call it as a, these are the prime attributes. Okay, so something, but these are the essential one for our database, prime attributes. Whichever are not the part of our candidate key, we'll say as a non-prime attributes. Okay, so it may be there in super key or in your relation. Okay, those are the non-prime attributes. So attributes which forms the candidate key are nothing but our prime attributes. Okay, so we'll say as a, those attributes we'll call it as a prime attributes. Okay. Then now we'll go for actual normal forms. Okay, so what is first normal form, second normal form, we'll study it.